Greetings and good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 6-Minute Daily for March 2nd, 2026. That's right. I went back a month instead of forward. I don't know what's going on. Kind of like the clock next Sunday. You got to jump your clock, kids, for those of you who live in places where they do the crazy time change thing. Yikes. Well, we got 4 minutes of intro to get through. We got to say hi to each and every one of you, or as many as we can get to. I want to say thank you to Jill for being here, as always, and taking care of everybody in the chats on both platforms, Ms. Pick Cafe as well, Juliet, and all the other wonderful wrenches that show up every day to make everybody's life better. You guys are great. Our favorite Canadians in the house, or one of our favorite Canadians, I should say. Randall Orser is here. We've got Walter Tomaszewski in the house. I think Sony is waiting to buy up all the pieces of Warner Brothers Discovery that Paramount doesn't want. Yeah, I think you're right. I think Fandango is going to be one of those, disposables, Rotten Tomatoes, a lot of things like that. I think your speculation is correct. Well done. Let's see who else is out there in the chat. We got a lot of people. Saw the favorite polar bear out there, Pupus Cuber. We got Caledon 910, your favorite radio station. Hello, my friend. Thanks for being here. Who else popped in? We got Cat Slave over on the Green Machine, becoming a whale today, wanting to start ruling over with the banhammer, I guess. We've got the amazing, the lovely, and the ever-present Ruby Hoove. Thank you for being here, dear, and thank you for gifting a Culture Casino membership. I hope you're doing well. Been worried about you. I worry about both you and Hoove. I hope everything's good. Let's see who else is out there in the chat. We've got a few other people. We had people showing up last night for this show, and that's hopefully the way it goes going forward. In fact, I'm going to start publishing this show at night, the night before, so that you guys are ready to join in for the fun the day of. You also have a head start on what the show might be about, what stories we might cover, and everything else. If you didn't get a chance to see today's video, you're going to want to go over it and check it out, because it actually outlines in more detail exactly what, we're starting off with our headline here today, which is Scream 7. In my opinion, is very largely differing from other people that are talking about this. They're not paying attention to the fact this had record box office, which we'll get to. They're paying attention to something else, predicting massive fall-offs. Now, fall-offs are going to happen. It's a horror movie, but we'll have to see. Claiming that the the boycott will actually worked. I don't agree with that. Love to have that conversation, but it's fine. Everybody has a good opinion, in my opinion. At least one worth hearing. But Ms. Pig Cafe, good to see you out there today. Thank you for working so hard. Archer Merchant and Chuck. Chuck's here. What's up, Chuck? Chuck Sinkner is in the house. Good to see you. All right. As Chuck's been showing up at all the videos, making comments. Thank you, my friend. Comments are important, guys, so make them here on the live stream, and if you're on the replay, gang, also on every video. Morgan King, hope you're doing well, buddy. But 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6-Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it in. 17 stories and all, a little bit of bonus time. We're going to talk about some stories that, they're going to make you laugh. And we'll start off with this first one that may make you cry. Scream's doing good. Scream had a big weekend, set box office records for the franchise, roaring to record decibels with franchise. You got 97 million plus global debut. They had to add the plus. This is not what this headline looked like yesterday, because I think everybody realizes it's over $100 million now. We've got the WGA, that's the Writers Guild, canceling the LA award show due to staff strike. Yes, the staff went on strike from the WGA. It was wild. That's wild. Speaking of wild, Kelly Osbourne did come out looking a little more wild than anybody anticipated. But she fired back at the cruelty over her recent appearance, saying, "I'm currently going through the hardest time in my life." She recalls everything that's happened to her, including the weight loss, the weight shaming, everything else that happened. Turning your back when I need support and love the most. Okay, well, I hope she finds some kind of peace. She should look upward and ask, because that's where it comes from. We've got the battle for Warner Brothers still in full effect, although it may be over completely. Unlike what Walter said, I think he's right. I think we're going to see Paramount shedding a bunch of things once they get full control. But the query is over regulatory scrutiny. Yes, there's going to be some. Will it be too big to handle? No, I don't think so. I think Paramount's up for the moment, and they understand what it takes. They've already gone through this already once. We got one battle after another, one woke idea after another. It's taking the Producer Guild's award, and Paul Thomas Anderson paid an emotional tribute to Warner Brothers Picture chiefs who greenlit a film that I don't think made $1 in profit. We've got the $100 million case over Kevin Spacey's imploded House of Cards final season, finally making it to court. We're going to have to see how this goes down, who's at fault, and what they did or did not do wrong. Should be a lot of fun. I'm going to be watching this from the cheap seats. I don't know about you. Hopefully you will join me in that. Might be doing it here on the channel. The Brit Awards host Jack Whitehall actually took a jab at the BAFTAs over the racial slur incident. We've got the best in the business on the bleep button. And there you go. That's kind of fun, right? Right? Moving on, we got Leonardo DiCaprio missing the actor awards due to filming for Martin Scorsese's What Happens at Night, which, DiCaprio's in a lot of Scorsese films. Makes me wonder about that relationship, really. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe that's overthinking it. ABC News schedules Sunday primetime special. That was last night with David Murr as they continue to cover the Iran conflict right now. And I'm going to say, wow. Want to say a quick shout out and thank you to Teddy D for saying good morning to everybody for the super duper chat, or the generous super duper chat. $19.99. Thank you, Teddy D. Appreciate you. Let's jump into the actual news because I want to. All right, here we go. Trump expects his Fed pick and AI to deliver a replay of the 90s boom. I think he's right. And with some news that I found coming out of the Ellisons, I think things are about to change bigly. I have to use the right word, bigly. We got, let's see, what do we have here? We got Trump's Medicaid work mandates are, going to cost the state some money because they are going to have to spend millions to, pay attention for a change. Well, they should have been paying attention all along, and I don't know what they're spending the extra money on, but it's an AP story, so you can't really be 100% full faith of them. NASA revamps Artemis moon landing because they don't know how to do it. By modeling it after the speedy Apollo. Well, that would be great. A lot of telemetry tapes are missing from that mission. Crazy. Oil prices set for swings in the next week. Of course, you're disrupting a major supplier in the Middle East. Other suppliers have been engaged by Iran, which includes Saudi Arabia and others, and waterways are the way the oil gets to the United States and around the globe. Because, well, they can't build a pipeline around through oceans, but at least it's not feasible. So, so the Strait of Hormuz is going to be tightly watched over the next few weeks. We got, I did that, and I did that. Okay, all right, we're into it. We got oil prices set for swings. I just talked about that. Let's get to box office bomb to media powerhouse. Skydance's 20-year rise overtake Paramount, Warner Brothers, and great gains for us as consumers. CNN chief prescribes calm after staff anxiety over Paramount's expected purchase of the parent company. I have a video on this. You can go watch it on the channel. They're in full-blown panic over there. And finally, Target's going to stop selling cereals with synthetic colors by the end of May. I think that's a good thing. We got one last thing. A bear was rescued, and for the first time in 27 years, it got to see the sun. Look at that bear. Look at that bear. So cute. Yep. 27 years caged, never seeing the sun. Using bear bile for medicines. Animals Asia rescued him. And if you watch the video associated with this, it's amazing. There are more than 150 moon bears still awaiting rescue from captivity. Again, farmed for their bile for medication. That's crazy. That's crazy stuff. That's crazy. Crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy. Crazy for feeling so blue. All right. We got all of you out there. I want to say another special shout out to the amazing people who participated in generosity, like Ruby Hoove gifting one Culture Casino membership, and of course, Teddy D, who dropped a $20 super duper chat. Again, to say good morning, Culture and Culturians. Good day, evening, night to everyone. Indeed. Yeah, wherever you are, whatever time it is, thank you for being here. Oh, man, that was cooking this morning. Right? Right? We were going as fast as we possibly could. Yeah. I really enjoyed, talking a little bit about the entertainment business. Everything that I've kind of said I think is going to happen kind of really did happen. It's like a whole like stream of I told you so's for me in the last couple of weeks, which I really do feel. I feel that at the core. I feel that at the heart. I also feel these things at the heart. People who've been around for a while. For example, Teddy D, around for 7 months so far. Pray for our brave war fighters. Indeed, we lost 3 so far. We don't know about the status of 8 others that were injured. We don't know about the status of perhaps a downed plane and some other things going on there. At least that's what I've heard so far. I try to be keeping up with all of that and the information coming in and the collapse of, well, a very terrifying regime that took over a country that really loved its freedoms prior to their occupation. Theocracies are dangerous, and right now, well, one of them is going to be shed. At least we can only hope. The people over there do need to rise up, and I'm going to try to reach out to some of my Iranian friends. Maybe we can get one on here to talk with us. We got the amazing Maravita, who's been here for 10 months. Thank you, Maravita. Maravita, you will never know anything about my home. Little Elton John for you. Maravita has been here for a long time. 2 more months to a year. That's right. Celebrating 10 months. Holy cow. Time flies. Well, I appreciate you flying. I hope you are well. I don't get to see you as often because I know your work schedule is crazy. But it's good to see you. I love it when I get to see everybody. You guys are great. For those of you on the green machine, I am not going to ignore you. Cat Slave, Caveat Ties, Mrs. Pick Cafe. Our buddy Tom is over there. Magda, TJ Phi, and of course, Low Spec Linux Gaming. Good to see you, Jeff. Look at all these amazing people that are on other platforms. And that's the other conversation I'm going to have. You guys interested in Kick? I'm thinking about doing a Kick stream. What do you guys think about that? You think that would work? Would you be interested? I don't know. Let's take a look at what else is out there in the world. Oh, the bonus story I wanted to talk about. This is a weird conversation. We're coming out of the New York Post with Charles Gasparino, who's a good follow. He understands the business world, and on X, he makes me laugh. Beyond all of that, though, he wrote an incredibly brilliant piece over on the New York Post, and I think we'll take a look at it. It should be fun. This will be fun. Let's pop over to the bonus time window. Hey, there's me. Hey, look, I look like a superhero. Amazing. By the way, that's the outro today, is the Culture Casino animation, or at least some of it anyway. And there's that. We're seeing a lot of comments right now. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. Let's take a look at the Chrome tab. I want to show right there. Boom. Wow, that's too big. Let's shrink it down. So we have to talk about one of the reasons maybe the government wasn't so excited about the idea that Warner Brothers Discovery go to Netflix. Gasparino wrote this article saying how tampons in the men's room helped derail the Netflix Warner Brothers deal. I don't think he means that specifically. I think he's using it metaphorically, but we'll see. So there were many defining moments featured in the months-long battle for the ownership of the Warner Brothers Discovery. Sit-downs to woo President Trump, high-profile congressional hearings, an actual bidding war, brutal one at that, and a tampon. Yeah, the tampon. I know that seems strange, but during the deal negotiations while Netflix was wooing, guys, I will get to your super chats in just a moment. Thank you so very much for your generosity today. You guys really do make a difference. You make the channel make sense. So I appreciate that. But during deal negotiations, while Netflix was wooing skeptical GOP lawmakers that it wasn't a left-wing company looking to get more powerful by snapping up Warner Brothers Discovery, a delegation of lawmakers paid a visit to its headquarters, and one was both shocked and disturbed to find a basket containing tampons in the men's room. Yeah, because only the companies that buy into that kind of ideology, which, by the way, Ted Sarandos was questioned on during his judiciary hitting, would do something like that. Well, to be clear, there are other factors involved in the CEO Ted Sarandos' decision to cancel his nearly completed purchase of Warner Brothers Discovery. Yeah, I mean, they weren't going to get it on the cheap. They were going to have to overpay. Paramount's overpaying, by the way. This is the same kind of deal that Disney got to get Fox. But what it does do is it aligns more of their businesses digitally, which I think is kind of a keen move to play catch up to Netflix and past Disney. I think Paramount plus HBO Max, which I think is almost at 130 million subscribers now. That's be an enormous jump. Not only that, just think of the content farm that's there. It's insane. So, but they're gonna but the tampon incident, as it has become known on Capitol Hill, does carry some weight in the unwavering political opposition from the GOP to Sarandos' ambitions. I'm just going to tell you something. As a man, for dressing a gaping wound or for bloody noses or whatever, tampons work pretty well for, doesn't matter what your sex is. Anyway, this is 2026, not 2020, said one GOP staffer with firsthand knowledge of the matter. What were they thinking? Well, they already knew what they were thinking. And this is the problem when 60% of their content aimed at children has a lot of these very ridiculous ideas in them. Anyway, so according to the spin coming from Netflix, Sarandos' $73 billion purchase of vast chunks of the company known as Warner Brothers Discovery came to a grinding halt last Thursday because he didn't want to get into a bidding war with Paramount, which had just sweetened a hostile offer for the company to 80.5 billion. Right now, I think it's sitting closer to 111 million after it's all said and done. They had to buy out the bad deal that, well, the buyout fee for Netflix, and they had to align with what projections were. So I think they're going to pay far more than that. But David Ellison's Paramount is a smallish media company with a big bank account. Ellison's father is Larry Ellison, who made a major announcement in the last couple of days. You guys, seriously, hopefully we cover it on the Monday Meltdown tonight. The Oracle co-founder, worth nearly $200 billion, his deep pockets backed by his son's ever more expensive offers for the entire company and their partnerships around the globe. I think Oracle is going to become even more valuable. I think that by leveraging what Oracle controls with a new searching technique for modeling, you can essentially train AIs and all kinds of other things on various subject matters, including medical tech, but that's a different conversation. So Sarandos, meanwhile, runs a public company with a market value that fell a whopping $200 billion during the costly takeover process because investors didn't believe in it, and they'd already lost value. See, this is the weird thing. You would think they would feel better about it. A 10-for-1 split oftentimes does promote, additional buy-in. That's what Apple's done before. But a 10-for-1 split this time around backfired. It did get a capital raise, which was the whole point. But sometimes that just doesn't work. So as Sarandos put it, this transaction was always a nice to have at the right price, not a must have at any price. So there it is. Now let's get to you guys because you are more important. By the way, Putin's cat made an amazing clip. Putin 3, if you're here, thank you for that. That was amazing. Here's one of the super chats I missed from Daniel Alpine saying, please don't tell me to find alternatives because I can't. Movie theaters are irreplaceable to me. Oh, no, I think you're going to be fine. I think movie theaters are going to be just fine. Look, Daniel, I'm not worried anymore. I think the theatrical model will be around for a while. I think that they're just going to have to find ways to leverage their big boxes to be used for more than one purpose, not just films. I think video games, tournaments, corporate events, things like that. I think a lot of these theaters that are located next to enormous malls and other operations like that could actually offer them as convention spaces. Could you imagine going to like a small Comic-Con event in a theater? I can. I mean, you'd have an opportunity to have presentations and stuff like that. So like you said, I understand your fears, but I think I was trying to assuage them. I hope I did. I hope I did, my friend. And thank you for your generosity with your super chat. And Maravita dropped another super duper chat here, saying, work is bad right now. A student fell under the bus. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I am praying for you and for everybody. Oh my goodness, that is just absolutely awful. Oh gosh, I can't even imagine. I have a similar story with a garbage truck. I don't even want to. Oh, I can't even imagine that. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Maravita. I'm praying for you. Texas 84 in the house. Thank you for your generosity. Much appreciated. Go Commando with Culture Commando. That's right. That video came out. It looks amazing. Go check it out on Floral from Under a Rock and other places. It's going to be on this channel soon enough. By the way, if you haven't seen the latest, I am also James Bond on one of the latest videos from R8 Specialist and Floral. It's good stuff, guys. It's good stuff. Don't miss it. Don't miss out. Really super fun. Hey, DJ Ronnie G is in the house. Hey, I'm just telling you. Yeah, to all your community. Indeed, Maravita. Prayers for sure. Man. Yeah, I think like I said, there was a lot that derailed the Netflix deal. I would say that the capper would be that. Hey, look at here. It's 11 Alpha saying maybe gunshots are pretty common in Netflix offices. Tampons are useful expedient. Or well, I mean, yeah. Hey, you can get a lot of wounds, stymied for a temporary period. Like if you just need to plug up a hole or again, cure a bloody nose. But I'm just, useful. That was the word. Yeah. I felt like that was a typo. Randy Thoto says, need the pick. I don't have the pick. I'm sorry. ME is talking about Scream 7. Oh, I bet they are. There's going to be a wide-ranging opinions there. I got on the wrong feed for a few minutes. Oh, well, it's okay. That happens, and I love Midnight's Edge. I would be, in fact, when we return to aligning clocks with Norve, I think I will be able to participate in that show more regularly. I would like to do that. It'd be fun to go from 1 to 1 to 1 to 1 in the morning. It's kind of fun. I like doing it. I like hanging out with you. I've considered starting a film club to screen movies, and I live in California, but I feel nervous because I haven't been social since college, and I'm a private person. I'm very private too, Daniel. I understand. Again, you know, reach out to people that you know locally in the community. See if they want to help you build it up. Don't take on all the responsibility by yourself. For example, let's say I wanted to do my own meetup. I would be reaching out to the people that I built this family with. I'd be reaching out to all of you. Be like, hey, you guys want to help with this? Loki's done that in the past. His community in Texas, he's been able to get a lot of buy-in and a lot of people to help promote and even set things up for him. So you don't have to be solely responsible, but I understand that. Oh man, you guys are on fine. Daniel Alpine's giving suggestions out there. Man, you guys, I love it. I love it so much. I need to eat breakfast. I haven't broken my fast yet today. But we do have a generous gift again from Texas 84, gifting 5 Culture Casino memberships. Boy, we have grown a bunch of members again today. And we're growing the channel, guys. You have done amazing things. You by sharing the videos, making the comments, hitting the thumbs up button, and me making more videos for you. You know, get my thoughts and perspective on things, as well as just actual news, which is something I do feel responsible to give you, actual untainted news. Um, yeah, I think that's been a winning formula. So yeah, if you share the stream, you share the dream, amongst many other things. So thank you for that, and thank you for the generosity, Texas. We got an amazing number of green names out there, which we like. Caradwin's in the house today. Good to see you. The amazing, the lovely Penny. It's good to see you, dear. I have to tell you, I am very proud. A giant percentage of my audience is female compared to other streamers. That doesn't happen very much. To content creators on this platform, specifically on YouTube, um, that's usually not the demographic breakdown for a channel run by a guy. So it's just amazing, and I appreciate you. I appreciate people who are here all the time, like our friend Barry the Music Man. Good to see you, Barry. Hope everything's going well. What did you say? Heard James Bond is cooked now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know 100% for sure. That particular image got community noted recently, so I'm not really sure about where that falls. I'm going to say, Griffin's Hugh, thank you for being here. It's good to see you. I wish you had a history lesson every day, or did you get frustrated because I wasn't getting everyone? Probably my fault, but I love seeing you here. Saying death hurts everyone, but when it's a child and nearby, that's going to hurt everybody. Yeah. Um, we will be praying for everyone. Indeed. Thank you, Griffin's View. Let's see. Who do we have here? Oh, Shadow Seeker in the house. Good to see you. Oh, gee. I'm here just dealing with my latest Windows update. Oh, no. Windows updates disaster every time. Look, I don't want updates from Windows. Nobody does. I don't want their AI bot. I don't want any of that stuff. I think Microsoft might be. This is going to sound ridiculous because it's $1 billion corporation, but I think they might be on their downward slide. What do you guys think? Let me know. All right, who else is out in the world? The Bat Cap. There's my friend. How you doing, buddy? Says taking my mom to Elvis concert movie today. That's awesome for her birthday. Yeah, looking forward to it. I think you guys are both going to have fun. Everything I hear is that it's a lot of fun, especially if you're an Elvis fan. Especially if you're an Elvis fan. I'm looking forward to the Michael Jackson movie coming out here pretty soon, played by one of his relatives. So I think that's going to be good. Daniel says, I saw the New York premiere of Hoppers. It was very good. See, that's good to hear because I kind of lost faith in Pixar. Daniel Alpine, I really did. Sorry, buddy, I just did. We got a lot of animation lovers here in the audience, and I was hoping that it would defy the Disney death toll. So let's see. Who else is out there? Caveat Ties, I said hi to. They're in awe of your hair. I don't know about that, but my hair is growing now, folks. I'm gonna warn you. I'm doing it months in advance. When this gets to a particular length, it will be cut one more time for donation. So we're close. We're close. Right now, this is in the dead middle of my back when it just hangs back. When it gets down closer to my waist, that's when we will cut it for a wig, or obviously many wigs, because I have a lot of hair. And at that point, um, I may or may not continue to do the donations, but I will probably try to keep my hair a little bit longer than shoulder length. So that's what it'll look like going forward. Just want to warn everybody in advance. So there's that. Culture Casino, how does YouTube know what gender watchers have? Did they just assume my gender? I don't, Kaladin, I don't know. A lot of times when you fill out sign-up sheets, you have the option of providing prefer not to say or other. A lot of Google Forms have that option, but you should have been when you signed up and made your account, so you could subscribe and comment and all of that. They do take baseline information from you, so you could have lied or you could have said prefer not to say or whatever. I would imagine that from there they can make a lot of educated guesses from the content you're into, from what you do and watch. And if anybody evaluates your chats, they might be able to discern what sex you are. So there's that. So at least if I were looking at that. Hey, Griffin C's replied back saying, thanks for the shout out. You bet. No, not you. I get swamped at work. Well, I'm glad you're here. You have no idea. When I see all of you regulars here, it makes my day. It truly does. And the audience always grows from the beginning of the stream to the end. And when we get to bonus time, people will actually get notifications eventually. Speaking of which, if you didn't get notifications, I drop videos basically every day of the week. I think I may not have gotten one in yesterday, but if you were a member, today's video that dropped this morning, by the way, I'm changing the schedule of video releases. So I'm going to try to get 3 out every day if I can, plus a live stream. But it's probably going to end up being 2 videos a day plus a live stream. That's just being honest. We're going to drop one in the morning and one around midday for most people, or maybe late afternoon for folks. And then for people in the UK, it'll be one, in your like late morning and one in your evening. So that way we can get the most penetration of viewership. So there's that. Look at all these wonderful people out there. I cannot believe it. Read by Nature's in the house. Yes, you should do a waist long braid. I tell you what, it's getting close. I did the measuring thing and I was like, okay, this might be the longest. This might be the longest my hair has been since I was in my 20s, let's say. This is even longer than it was the last time I donated it. You guys remember that. I did a video on it. This time around, I'm going to a different location. I'm not going to my same hair guy. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, the last time I donated it, I guess it got turned into 3 wigs. So can you donate your beard hair? No. I mean, I guess people could. This needs control. So when I go to the barber and I get the haircut, I'm going to have this completely reshaped so it looks a little more professional like it did in the old days instead of this monstrous amount of hair. So, yeah. Shadow Seeker OG says, yeah, like mine, I had to verify my ID for my business account, so verified a chick. Yeah. Yeah. That's the other thing. Look, I'm not terribly worried about things like X or anybody else having verified my ID because they reliably can get rid of that information and do. I'm worried about Persona and other things that are collecting that information. So we are looking actively for an alternative to Discord, just like we looked actively for an alternative the last time. Hang on, I got a cough. And I just don't trust any of these people. And I really don't trust Roblox, whatever you call it. Bad news. Hey, Davina's out there. Good morning, Davina. And the lovely Georgia Peach. Look at you guys. My notification was actually on time this morning, says Teddy D. I don't think that's how he talks, but I thought it'd be fun to add. Man, I cannot get whatever's in my throat out. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, penetration 7. Well, scream 7. Yeah. He's going for cousin it vibes. Actually, I did that bit one time. And then I've had people request it multiple times. I just brush my hair over my face, and I do look exactly like cousin it. So it's okay. It's okay. You guys are the best. I can't believe it. Davina's just testing it. Cat slave. Yeah, CC, when you get your beard tangled up with your weed whacker, it's time to trim the beard. Yeah. It's actually here's the problem. Like, we're headed into spring and summer. It's going to get warmer, especially in the greenhouse. So it's more comfortable. And again, I do tend to trim my neck. I know a lot of people neck beard. No. I like to trim my neck. It's cooler. It keeps the hair actually away from the face. And since I'm going to be outside building a new greenhouse and rehabbing another one, um, I'm also going to be building new planter boxes. There's a lot of things. Also, I'm going to be changing my watering method. I'm going to actually talk about that on the garden channel, which again, I promise it's going to show up at some point really soon. I have to. So there's that. Yeah, this is crazy. You got Teddy D deleting my Discord. A lot of people are doing that. I think Discord lost massive ground. I think they felt like they were going to be able to get away with taking away anonymity. Mind you, at some point, these corporations are just going to have to tell countries, you know what, you just won't have our stuff then. You want to have access to our stuff. You want to have access to our platforms, and we're okay with that. The minute major reliable companies push back on this in meaningful ways, and you get more of them out there, just to say we're not doing that, and you're not getting access to that data. Because even if, let's say, X got rid of my stuff, it still was there long enough that maybe there's a bad actor still inside of Twitter X that could, push that through. I don't know. It is what it is. Anyway, it's good to see you all. I hope you stuck around for productive bonus time. We got more coming. Tomorrow, of course, is Tuesday, so we'll have a shortened, closer to 6-minute stream, which actually works out to be about, I think, 12 minutes or so, maybe 15 at most. And then it'll be Monday, Wednesday, Friday for bonus time going forward. We also have other shows to redirect you to. In fact, that's what I was checking on when we got started today. Let me double check on where we're going after this and who is going live and who is live currently, because I don't mind redirecting to people that are in direct competition with me. Let's see. Man, D-Day Cobra's been working his tail off with this war coverage. So coming up today at 10 a.m. is Magic Kingdom construction conversation over on That Park Place. So yeah, so 9 a.m. Pacific and well, I guess noon Eastern, I think, if I'm doing the math right. We're going to save that redirect. And I'm going to start doing more trailers again so you guys know what to expect, not just from this show, but from other videos and things. Today, we got another video coming out about just a little after midday, late afternoon for many of you, and evening for those of you in the UK, talking about G.I. Joe. And a third video will come out in the middle of the night for those of you in the UK, or very early in the morning, or late in the afternoon, early evening for those of you in the States, to talk about if James Gunn is maybe no longer wants to be, or maybe no longer will be at Warner Brothers. It's a lot of fun stories out there. So we're jumping on top of that. Anyway, I just want to say thanks to everybody on the Green Machine. It's great that you're over there. Cat Slave, thanks. And Caveat Ties. I did not see Corporeal Being. So that's a rare miss. We did have a lot of new people over on the YouTube side of the equation. And like you said, do you guys think I should do a Kick? Would you guys like to see me on Kick? Do you think I should start streaming over there? I think it'd be worth it. LD is live. LDG Pixels? I'm lost. Magnify. I don't want to redirect myself. I need a driver. Ms. Pit Cafe will be Ms. Pit Cafe can do that. So, which again, you guys on the Green Machine are being led by brilliant people. Oh, Literature Devil. Thank you, awesome one. Yeah. I don't think I have permissions to redirect to him, but I'll check next time. So, Georgia Peach says, I've never heard of Kick. Kick is like another streaming platform primarily for gaming, kind of like what Twitch used to be, only not as gross as Twitch. You notice I quit doing Twitch, right? So, Cat Slave wants me to put more stuff on Rumble. I certainly will. I need to find out what it is that's causing my allergies to go bonkers in the middle of a show. That's what I need. Goodness gracious. Let's see. Cannot redirect if channels are not there. That's true. I'm gonna start working on Pro and That Park Place and maybe that Game Place. By the way, did you guys see me playing again Mario Kart on Friday? I kind of love that. I kind of enjoy doing that. It was a good time. So it's spring culture. I know, and I've got basically a blossom house right behind me because the greenhouse, the main greenhouse, runs the entire back of the house. So it's just constantly in bloom back there. Oh man, I have so much tomatoes going right now. So many, so many fruit sets. The flowers, it's insane. So there's so much pollen in that small area. It's insane, truly insane. So, Morgan King says yes to Kick. Okay, it's good to know. I think I'd pick up more fans too, to be fair. Playing Heroes of the Storm over on Tom's channel. That's fun. Yeah, I'm telling you what, we've got a lot of great creators. I'm so grateful to all of you, and we've got the smartest chat, the smartest group of people. That's you here with us today. On that note, I got to bounce out, folks. I need to break my fast. I need to have my butter coffee. Oh, by the way, that's the other thing I'm going to teach you how to do on the gardening channel is how to make your own butter and how to do it with the healthy ingredients and not what you're likely getting from like stuff you buy, like Country Crock or any of those things. So on that note, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others. Have a great day, everybody. If I missed anything, let's double check. Don't want to leave anybody behind. I didn't. Excellent. All right. So on that note, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others. And until next time, Culture Casino. When injustice strikes, I strike back.